Feels like it's been a week since I've done one of these videos, probably because it actually has been. I actually already recorded one, I think yesterday, but then I realized that clan capitals were finally going to get unlocked for my clan, that is SuperNova. So I'm a little excited to show that off. We're still relatively new, I think most of the clanmates and myself, so we are going to slowly figure it out and find out what the metas are and all that good stuff, build our bases up, but just kind of showing it off, I suppose. As always, we are always looking for new recruits. If you guys are interested, SuperNova is the name of the clan, and there's the clan tag. I will be sure to put it in the description of the video this time around. So, getting a lot of enjoyment out of the game thus far. Let's first show off the clan capital, I guess. Kind of doing well so far. Defeated 3. I think by the time this video comes out, we're up to 7 opponents defeated. Only have the first 2 bases unlocked, of course. But we'll slowly and surely kind of build up. Like I said, it's super helpful for I think some of our lower levels, including myself, for the nice stuff. But yeah, and there's Mr. Bossman himself doing a little attack. Kind of just gonna check him out, see what he's got going on. It's a pretty fun system. Like I said, I don't know too much about it. I just know that you have 5 attacks, technically 6, I guess, per raid weekend to use to see how far your clan can get. There are a couple stages that you have to clear, I guess, depending on how many stages you yourselves have, I think is how that works. Some hard defenses and some cool units to use. The super barbarians, sneaker archers, and ram riders for us right now. And then I think we have super giants coming up, so. But even cooler ones to come down the lines. Like I said, I'm sure in a month or two we'll have some more stuff to show off for y'all, but more to follow on that, I suppose. And we're just kind of watching Bossman clear this slowly. We'll get out of there and go to the meat and potatoes. Kind of just a progression video today, just to kind of show off what we got going on. I think last time you guys saw us, we were either 6 or the beginning of Town Hall 7. And here we are about to max out Town Hall 7. Kind of showing off our builder hall real quick. Like I said, jumping around in this video. Like I said, we'll get much better with the video detail. We're going to do a strict builder hall video. I want to do that just to kind of show it off and show sort of my hit style and some of the struggles that I guess I'm going through with it. So, but that'll be builder hall 5, I think, tomorrow. So, as I was saying, we are close to max 7 TH, and we'll be jumping to probably Town Hall 8 tomorrow. So expect a video probably Monday, just kind of showing off that and showing how that progress goes, as well as some of the attacks that we plan on using while in Town Hall 8s. I think it unlocks golems, which will be a lot of fun for our Goho, because that's kind of our go-to attack style right now. I know dragons, they say, is very strong in 7 and 8, but I just have not been finding a whole lot of success with dragons. Something with the air defenses just being so strong, kind of taking out some of my dragons. So, something that we'll slowly work on. We're also working on our Barb King, which I think looks like he's 10 here. He's just hero boosted with a potion currently, but I think he's sitting at 7, so we'll eventually get him to 10, probably before we go to TH8 or right on the way there. And then, of course, we gotta go 10 more levels with him, so. He's fun, though. I've had some enjoyment with him. I see he's got some crazy abilities later on through events and other ways, so we'll figure out how to unlock those sooner or later, but we're having some fun with the Hog Rider full-on meta currently with the nice little heals. Super simple, straight to the point. You basically just want to drop those heals as much as possible. Not as much as possible, in the right places. And clearly in this first hit, I don't think we show off the best way of how to use hogs, but we try to. I think the problematic part here was the Barb King was on us, and I think there were also possibly some skeleton traps. So, plus I think this was a Town Hall 8, so definitely significantly higher than us in that sense, but we try our hardest to make it work. We do okay. I think we've maybe failed this attack. I honestly can't even remember. Or maybe we just barely clear it. Actually, I think we might actually clear this one. No. You guys will see what happens with this one. Such a shame. I honestly wish I had did something a little bit differently. Is this the one? Nope, I'm crazy. It's not the one. Yeah, this one we unfortunately got a single star. I think we bit off more than we could chew, or maybe we just didn't drop our heals in the right place. Or maybe taking out that Barb King next time might be a little bit important, I suppose. But kind of just letting this run out. We'll see how that goes. Probably a little bit slower. And maybe you guys will see a skip in this edit. And as I said, there will definitely be a skip in that edit, so you guys don't have to watch a whole 1 minute of minions trying to get that town hall, because they unfortunately failed at it. But like I said, we're having fun with the combination. It's can be hard sometimes depending on if you go up a town hall or two. Like I said, we're not usually attacking Town Hall 7 because we're looking for Dark Elixir for our Barb King currently, so there's definitely a lot more 8s and 9s that have a decent amount of Elixir compared to TH7. So TH7s are never really complicated, I think even with dragons, and sometimes even these 9s and 8s just look very complicated. So I think once we get a little bit more troops under our belt, maybe a little bit more attack strats that we can work on, I think it'll be more interesting. But TH7, even though it opens up a lot for us, it still feels slightly constricting, I guess, with only 2 really meta, I guess you can call them, attack strats. There's actually another one with like a mass giants with wizards combination that maybe I could try. I just don't know how well it would work on a TH8 or TH9, but maybe I'll show that off, record a couple hits and see how that works. And maybe I'll show that next video for you guys. We only attacked this one. Not a lot of gold and elixir, but our treasury is pretty much entirely full. And that's where we're going to get a lot of our resources for the next few upgrades leading up to Town Hall 8. So the biggest thing for us really is just getting the Dark Elixir, because we're trying to work on our Barbarian King. Pretty much one of our buildings will be solely used for our Barb King until he gets to that max level for the Town Hall. So that's just kind of keep our hero levels up. I know there are a lot of videos out there that say that the hero levels don't matter that much, but until we get like some better equipment, I guess you can say, either with the Vamp Stash or Giant Gauntlet, I think, or maybe even Earthquake Boots or Quake Boots, I don't know. Still working on the terminology, so I do apologize for that. Until we get a couple of those other abilities that I think are a little bit stronger, we're definitely going to continue to work on our hero levels, so that's just kind of how it goes. And here it is. Here's a dragon hit. I think, once again, this is a Town Hall 8, so trying to see if our dragons work. I think this was the attack that was a little silly, I believe, but we will see here momentarily, I think. Like I said, this strat is just basically dropping a drag or 2 for farming, creating some type of funnel, quote unquote, then dropping the rest of them and just kind of letting them roll. You can have, you know, a few wizards just for a cleanup crew, just to kind of maybe finish it off, but it's not a whole lot to this strat. Kind of boring in my opinion. Like I said, I think with hogs, they're faster and they have a much more rewarding gain. The only problem is a mine or 2, depending on where your heals are dropped, can end your whole army. So with dragons, they're at least a little bit tanky. So, but yeah, I'm very excited for Town Hall 8, and I think even more so with Town Hall 9. I've seen a lot of queen actions and combinations with queens and all the heroes and how strong they are. So I think once we get that queen and barb to create actual legitimate funnels, along with some other troops, I think we're gonna have a lot more fun. So, but I've been enjoying the game thus far. Like I said, always learning something new, some great clan mates and stuff like that that have definitely helped me out. So, and we're learning all together. So if you are new to the game, I know it can be a little bit scary, especially with there's so much stuff to learn, but trust me, it's worth it. It's a fun game, and like I said, there's always room in SuperNova for either new or existing players. And here we are. There was one last builder hut that caused us to fail that, and it's such a shame. On a simple time fail, had we just dropped one wizard on that left side and I'd paid attention, we would have got that. So, but there's our treasury, which is basically get maxed up. I think we ended up wasting resources here, which is a shame, but like I said, we're really on our last upgrades for Town Hall 7, so kind of working at the upgrading or maxing the town halls and then building up I know a lot of people say don't rush your town halls and all that stuff, so that's kind of what we're working for towards. So we don't want to make sure we rush. We want to make sure we have good defense and offense. That way, someday maybe we can climb the trophies, but not super important for us currently at this moment. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the Clash content. You guys have been showing crazy support. If you're interested in joining a clan, feel free to do so. I'll make sure to put the clan tag and the name down in the description of these videos. And subscribe to the channel, folks. Like I said, it's totally free and would help it out immensely. So, huge shout out to you all. Here is our clan war. I'll probably do a video on this, maybe next video, showing this off. This is our first 20v20, so it's going to be pretty interesting. The midway point, or I should say the med levels, are going to be the determining factor, I think, in this war. So, should be fun. I think the med levels in our clan will have a good time with their attacks, and hopefully we can get conquering again. We also did get the gold pass for very cheap, pretty much. And that's just going to help the progression of the account. Like I said, we're not going to spend too much money on this account by any means. Not really my prerogative, but I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. Eventually, we'll maybe do a completely free-to-play game, or account. But as always, I am the resident dweller of the world, the casual player's player, the David to Max Player's Goliath, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace!